Ahoy, friends! My name's Trevor, and today we are telling some silly stories from probably one of my favorite stories that happened a few years ago on board the Carnival Sunshine. Welcome, everybody, Pure Runners. My name is Trevor Shelby. I upload daily-ish carnival-related content. This includes news, tips, tricks, hacks, my personal vacation blog. If you want to stay informed on what's going on in the cruising world and maybe have a few laughs along the way, then you are in the right place. I am also the co-host of one of the greatest podcast... Really? Anywhere else. I could put it anywhere. I'm also the co-host of one of the greatest podcasts out there that's Carnival cruising related. It is called Carnival Cruising Podcastaways. We talk about tips, tricks, the ins and outs of Carnival cruising. We even interview folks from all around the cruise industry and the people that are responsible for making the fun ships fun. The links are in the description down below. It's so hard to work with a camera. There we go. So today we're going to tell kind of a little bit of a crazy story. This happened a few years ago on the Carnival Sunshine, and I was doing something at the time. I was trying to figure out which of the Long Island iced teas I liked the best on the cruise. And if you don't know, that most every bar that's on most of these ships have their own version of the Long Island iced tea, and we're going to kind of walk through a lot of those. That was on the Carnival Sunshine. That's still on the Carnival Sunshine, and this was kind of a crazy cruise, and so yeah, let's get to it. So the first place that I started was actually the lobby bar, and this was mainly because I wanted to start with the original, so kind of have a nice taste palette going forward, kind of knowing what I'm going for. Now, if you haven't had just the regular Long Island iced tea for Carnival, I highly recommend it. It's actually a really good drink, and they've got kind of a distinctive taste to it, and so I really appreciate it. It's one of my favorite drinks on board Carnival ships. So we started there. And keep in mind, just kind of set this up, I didn't have the cheers package, so I paid for each drink individually. I was able to get as many drinks as I needed for this about 1 hour period that I did all this. So I got the standard Long Island iced tea in the lobby bar. I would give that a 9 out of 10. I love Carnival's Long Island iced teas. So then I moved to the Blue Iguana Tequila Bar. That's where they have the agave pineapple tea. I've got the recipe up here. This one I enjoyed. I will say that it was pretty good. Having just had my favorite drink, maybe this counted a little bit against it, but I gave it a solid 6. So 6 out of 10. It's not great, not bad either. It's just probably not one of my favorite drinks on board. Now, from here, I walked a long ways. I went right over to the Red Frog Rum Bar. And so they have the Frog Island iced tea. So I like this one. Its unique taste wasn't off-putting, I'll put it that way. So I didn't really like it as much as the Long Island iced tea that you can find in the lobby bar and elsewhere on the ship. I really do enjoy it. So Red Frog Rum Bar, I give that a solid 8. Almost there, but not quite the original Long Island. So then we're going to move over to the Red Frog Pub. There they have the Caribbean iced tea. And this one, pretty darn good. I will say that this one, it's very on par with the Red Frog Rum Bar. And yeah, I enjoyed it. By this time, I was getting a little happy. So I'd gone from the lobby bar I went to the tequila bar, then to the rum bar, and now I'm at the Red Frog pub. And now, I mean, I've drank the entire drinks, and I'm feeling good at this point. Feeling real good. So I'm gonna give this one a solid 8 as well. 8 out of 10, really good. Highly recommend it, actually. Both the rum bar and the Red Frog pub drinks, they're spot on. So then I moved over to the Havana bar. The Havana bar on the Sunshine is amazing. I really love the layout. I love how big it is. I love everything about it. It was one of my favorite bars to hang out in. In the Havana bar, you can get the Cuban iced tea. It's a little bit easier of a mix, and it is really, really, really good. I have gone on ships that do not have the Havana bar, and I asked them if they know how to make the Cuban iced tea because, yeah, I like this actually better than the Long Island iced tea. The Cuban iced tea, I give a 9.5. So I think it's better. It's at this time when I had the drink for like the first time, I was like, this is great. So, but I was plastered at that point. It was good. I will say that I haven't had any trouble like getting them to replicate this in other bars on Carnival ships. So, they just, as long as they have the ingredients, they can do it. And so at this point, I was kind of done with my, rating and my tour of teas across the Sunshine. And I was feeling great. It was a wonderful night. It was just the perfect temperature. And I decided I'm going to go on up to the Serenity deck. Now, if you haven't been on the Serenity deck on the Sunshine, it's amazing. It's multi-level. It's one of the few that I've seen that's that way. And it's so big and so nice. Getting a spot there is very easy. And I wanted to sit in one of those clamshell seats. And so I got me a blanket. And so I was like all about it. I was going to make the best of this night. I kind of post up in one of those clamshells and I just pass out. It had started to get dark when I got up there. So when I woke up, it was like dark. And I could hear something going on next to me. And kind of wiggled around and was listening. And I could hear that there was a couple that was in the clamshell next to me. They must have thought there was nobody around because they were like actively trying to like make a child. And I was just, that moment where like you don't want to be embarrassed or embarrass somebody else. And I was completely drunk. And so I was like, this is, very awkward. And I didn't want to get up because I was like right next to them. I didn't want to make too much noise. And so I just laid there and was pretending it wasn't going on. I don't know what else to do. I didn't know what to do. And then something else crazy happened. But first, I'm going to tell you, I've got some great news. Currently, we have 52 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. We've been building a beautiful and wonderful community. Everybody's been so positive, and I thank you all for all the positive comments. A lot of people have said such wonderful things, and so I want to thank you guys so much. We've only been doing this for a couple weeks, so definitely if you enjoy this content, think about subscribing. And yeah, let's get back to the story. So there we were, and let me like set the scene here a little bit better. Okay. This is better. So here I am. I'm in the clamshell. I've passed back out. It is dead of night. And something I didn't realize that Carnival does while we're sleeping is that they clean everything on the boat with sprayers. So they spray everything down. And while I was up there on Serenity, they were doing that. And And I really don't blame him, considering what the people next to me were doing. The worker is up there. He's cleaning away and just kind of doing his own thing, right? So he cleans the chair next to me. I'm vaguely kind of coming to because I'm hearing this noise, and he picks up a one of the footrests, and he had picked it up. He must have just cleaned it, and he threw it down. And I'm assuming he was maybe knocking the water off of it or something. And the noise scared the crap out of me. So I jumped up, and I went from this to this. I jump up. I leave everything, like my shoes and everything. I had the blanket that I had there. I jump up and I just start running because I don't know where I'm at. I don't remember anything. I've got kind of a headache going on at this point. So I was on the upper part of the Serenity. So there's a door that goes to a stairway. So I remembered that. I hit the door. I go down the stairs, and our room was on 2. So I went all the way down to 2. I run into the room, and my wife is asleep. So I ended up waking her up. She didn't even care where I was. I was like, really? You should have come look for me. But I tell her what happened. She's like making fun of me. And so then I realized, I ran all this way. I left my shoes and everything up there. So I decided, okay, I got to go back up. And so by the time I get back up there, he had actually taken the things out of the seat and set them to the side. And so I went over there, collected my things. He had moved on down, and so he didn't see me, hopefully. And so I collected my things, got back out of there, went back to the room. But yeah, crazy night. If you enjoy this kind of content, silliness stories, vlogs, all this stuff, let me know down in the comments below, because I plan on doing some more of these silly stories. And yeah, I think that it's something that would be a lot of fun to kind of cover. Anyways, guys, my name's Trevor Shelby with Peer Runners. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please consider subscribing, but most importantly, know that you matter, you are significant, and you are loved. I'll see you all next time. See ya.